This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, get set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Green Bay Packers. About ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith going to look to throw right away. Short throw caught by Douglas. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him pretty good.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch you, you tackle, they go back to the spot. If you do that, they don't give up catches. You after the catch, and now you put the offense in a position where every series it's hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, 54 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard it, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one few guys who as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them. And I'll bet it's the last time they call this replacement.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an opponent's home. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the big line was Josh Jacobs. They're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Throwing. Love. He's going to launch those deep for Watson. Dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play. play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's caught. And they work this well on the field across the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Love looking to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And they'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short. So it'll be third and less than a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going in the air on the opening drive. And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there now. The offense are going to mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's caught out, but not before getting it inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a first and 10 inside the 35. Now Malcolm Coates. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Guys, man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And a Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. He's got the ball. And finally lets him down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They moved right down the field. Just like that, they can be set up for the first and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Jacobs. Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. We're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Because there are kind of dogs in the area. There are dogs.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, come on touchdowns now. This offense just scored touchdown Las Vegas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come first and 10. And they'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? You got to catch the ball, get all the credit, but how about the people off the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes it play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down and what will be a gain of 21 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. They really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam. At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
And this time the yards will come so easy as Allen Fang tackled him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. We're at the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. To throw now, here's Love. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love now. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown here in his first half. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing one. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one. Not up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those plays to happen. They come in when they do, and you saw the celebration, pure unbridled joy after that one.
Yeah, he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Third down and 1. On the gun, here's Smith.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to look forward here. 1 second and 14. Here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jacobs. Finished things up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Just made here by timeout. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. Stoppage will have 23 seconds to go to halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Gino now to throw. Take some chances downfield. He gets paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not unfortunate.
And that's where I want to start. What you said, it's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, he's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment, those scores were pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taking it at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As hopefully be able to get this past the 15-yard line and go further. The Packer offense offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, this is a tie game. We need to play, initiate, and play close to our best in the first half. So we don't have to run one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Across the 30-yard line. It's a screen pass. It's complete. They'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. To throw again on second down. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You got to think this sooner or later. They're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going back to Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Unable to connect, incomplete. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Some coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, it's Jensen.
And run with them. If you know I got low, you don't forget.
And not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, it was the only decision to make. And it backfired, having a big
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth and didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now we feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more bonus goes back on your ball to try to pick themselves back up.
And they get the 1 yard they needed, but nothing more. Back to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He tries to force